Mother of God. Okay, I try to have sympathy for this team. I try to have hope for this team. But no more. Wow, that's a new record. I just threw my glass on the on the bed for nothing because I'm so frustrated with the way that the Leafs lost in the stupid shootout to everybody's favorite period in everybody's favorite period, the shootout. Everyone loves the shootout. Not me. Why can't the Leafs win in the shootout? Why? And it has to end to the Sabres. The Buffalo freaking Sabres. The freaking Sabres. It's so fathomable that the Leafs lost. What's the final score? The Leafs lose 3-2 in the shootout to the Buffalo Sabres. I am so sick and tired of losing to the Sabres for the third time this season. Oh boy. I'm so disgusted right now with this team. I really am. Because now they got 1 point. Fine. But they still lost to the Sabres one of the most stupidest ways that you can possibly imagine in the freaking shootout. I've just had it with the shootout. Leafs were unlucky in the shootout. Whenever they go to a shootout, they can't buy a break. They can't win a freaking shootout. Only beat the Canucks in the shootout once. They can't do jack against the Habs in December, nor the Flyers. They went ice cold against the Devils, and they went ice cold against the Sabres. Oh my God, brutality! It is brutal. Also, by the way, before I get any further notice with this damn video, let me just say this: Austin Matthews, he's injured. He's not playing. He is done for the season. I think it was like a grade 3 MCI sprain, MCI injury, which is brutal. Because Matthews, he scored the second goal against Anaheim on Thursday, and then what the hell happened? He goes down with an injury. By whom else? Radko Gudas, who got suspended by the NHL by the player safety development. 5 games. 5 games. That is so laughable right now. That is so laughable. That the Sabres... Oh no, excuse me. That Radko Gudas got 5 games instead of more than 5 games. It should have been a 25 or more game suspension for Radko Gudas. That guy is a jerk. An NHL player in safety. What the? Yeah, that makes sense. Now let's get to the video, because I'm so fed up with the shootout tonight. Unbelievable. All right, let's see who starts the net for the Leafs. Joseph Woll, after his win against the Ducks, then you start Alex Lyon for the Sabres, and it didn't look promising. I mean, first period it was a tie one. It was just a close, competitive game. Had their chances, but the worst thing that could possibly happen is Carlo couldn't even. I don't know what to say with this one. First one, I don't know what the Leafs were doing on defense. They couldn't even stop the damn goal. And Owen Power scores to give the Sabres the 1-0 lead. That also leads to a beautiful feed where Dakota Joshua scores the 1 goal to tie the game up at 1. I'm like, all right. And then, of course, Dakota Joshua and I believe Luke Shen goes at it, fighting like a freaking, like fighting like it's nothing. Like, who the is Luke Shen in the first place? He's a former Leaf. And don't tell me in the comments he's a Leafs legend. Don't give me Leafs legend bullcrap. Because I know he's been in the Leafs for God knows how long. I think it was in the 2000s, from 2009 to 2012, I believe. That's basically like 4 years or so, I think. Or is it 3? I'm not sure. I'm not good at math. Well, I am, but I don't care. So, you do that. Then, Leafs take a penalty because, you give the Leafs a penalty for doing their job. Easton County gets bumped from behind. It gets bumped. There's no penalty on Buffalo. But then the Leafs take nothing to give, and they get the penalty. Great. But at least Leafs killed off 2 penalties, that's for sure. In the first and the second period, which we'll get to that later. And then, of course, Leafs get a power play, which was, of course, both players got called for double minor. One for a rough and the other one for interference. I swear to God, that guy got interfered. Joseph Woll got interfered. And everyone goes charging at the dude. Okay, so it's... Okay, nothing there. 2 players get penalized, but no power play for the Leafs. Nothing. They don't score in the power play. We go to the end of the first period with a 1-1 game. Surely enough, I thought it was going to be good. But it was good. That's when you bring in the dude, Max Domi, celebrating his 800th career game. He scores, and the Leafs take a 2-1 lead off of a feed by William Nylander. That is amazing. I love the dude. I mean, dude has been... Max Domi does what Max Domi does. And then, of course, not long after, the Leafs take a penalty. Michael Pezzetta gets called for a penalty. Are you freaking kidding me? That leads to Jack Quinn scoring the tying goal on the power play to tie the game up at 2. And we're like thinking, this is not right. Oh my gosh, man. Are you serious? Are you serious? We let this happen again. So that's a 2-2 game. Then we go to the third period. No bueno in the third period. Had their chance to take the lead, but goaltenders were solid. Left and right. Now we go to the most thing. Overtime. It's like I thought everything was going well. Easton County goes on the breakaway. He gets shoved by the Sabres, and there was no penalty. No penalty for pushing off. For like elbowing the guy. For elbowing Easton County. But they wouldn't do jack in the power play anyway, so Leafs had opportunities. Had opportunity to end the game, but that has to but no, it doesn't. So we go into shootout. Everybody's favorite period of the NHL, the shootout. Everybody loves the shootouts, even some teams that do well in the shootout. Alright. So luckily Tuck doesn't score. That's good. William Nylander goes for the shootout. No bueno. Oh wait, Tuck did score. Damn it, I jinxed it. I feel like William Nylander, I thought he had it. Nothing. Jack Quinn scores. Okay. Leafs have opportunity. Can we just at least... Nope. Easton County misses it. And the Sabres walk it off in fashion to end the game on a freaking stinking shootout. And that's how it ends. You have got to be freaking kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. That was one of the worst games ever. Ever in my entire life that the Leafs lost to the Buffalo Sabres. A team that was on purgatory for 14 years, and they're coming back from purgatory. They're coming back out of the purgatory, and they're first place in the Atlantic Division. Wow, what a joke. The Buffalo Sabres are a laughingstock, a dumpster fire. And now they're first place in the division. Oh, God. First place in the freaking Atlantic Division over the Leafs. Are you kidding me? We lose to the Sabres. We lose to them, who is having a renaissance of a season, while for the Leafs, they go on purgatory. What is that, my friend? But they're having a magical season. You should give credit to the Sabres. No, I am not. I'm not giving the Sabres any credit because they're my divisional rival. The Buffalo Sabres suck, and they're a laughingstock. But the Sabres have more playoff series wins than the Leafs. Shut up before I actually do something that's not normal. Wow, what a disaster of a game. I cannot believe that the Leafs go 1-4 in the shootout. They are so unlucky in the shootout. Unlucky. 1 point we got. But man, it would have been nice if we'd gone 2-3. But no. The hockey gods do not want the Leafs to win because they want them to tank for Gavin McKenna. Our draft pick is with Boston. We're screwed with that. I don't like where this is going. I mean, I thought the Leafs had a chance. I thought they had opportunities. But it has to end on a freaking shootout that makes me want to go crashing into the door like a freaking train. That makes me sick to my stomach. I don't feel like the Leafs deserve to lose to the Buffalo Sabres for the 3rd time this season. It's 3 times in a row that the Leafs lost. The first one was a 5-3 loss to the Sabres, which once again, I was in Toronto for Game 1 of the World Series. I checked my phone for the score, but Leafs had an opportunity to tie the game up before just to let the damn Sabres score the dagger on a shorthanded goal. Then you let the Sabres, you let Rasmus Dahlin score a hat trick. Dude, it's literally a joke. Now, lose to the Sabres for a 3rd time this season. Yeah, I would like that to stop. Thank you very much. We lose to the Sabres for a 3rd time this season after leading 2-1, not 2 games to 1. We were leading the game 2-1. And it has to end on a shootout that nobody likes. Great. I can't believe it. My team's 1-4 in the shootout. It's even worse. Like, what the frig was this, man? I have seen this team caring when they had a 2-1 lead, had an opportunity to win. And what do? They crash down. I do not have the words about this game, because this game was a joke. Oh, my God almighty. I'm so sick and tired of losing to the Buffalo Sabres. I really do. And then, of course, I'm a Bills fan, so I gotta root for the Bills as a Leaf fan. But Sabres fans want to tell me I can't root for the Buffalo Bills because it's either all Buffalo or no Buffalo at all. I would rather root for the Bills as a Leaf fan than to convert to a Sabres fan rooting for the Bills. Because the Bills are the closest team are close to a Canadian team. But you have the Seattle Seahawks. Yeah, but what do they won a Super Bowl? Great. That's all you're gonna see. That's all you're gonna tell me? You want me to root for the Seahawks? No. So I'm basically feel like the NHL. I feel like Sabres fans are trying to throw me a bone here. They're trying to run me out of Bills Mafia. Trying to make me a free agent in the freaking NFL fit, rooting for an NFL team. That's what the Sabres want me to do? I'm serious. It's like I've been getting these comments saying we're not allowing a Leaf fan to root for the Sabres, or you gotta be a Sabres fan to be a Bills fan, or Bills Mafia does not own you, or whatever. I don't care. Let me root for the Bills. But on side note for the Leafs did not deserve to lose to the Sabres because the Buffalo Sabres are a laughingstock and they're a freaking dumpster fire. Mark my words, ladies and gentlemen. Mark my words. Oh, buddy. I don't feel like this should have happened in the first place. I don't feel like it should have happened. And Alex Lyon just does what Alex Lyon does. He stopped every goal, even in the shootout. Well, he robbed Tuck. He didn't win in the shootout, which was unbelievable. At least Rasmus Dahlin missed, thank God. But no, it has to end in in the shootout, which nobody likes. I don't like the shootout. It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. Like, what the frig, man? What the frig? Next game for the Leafs? Well, they have a second night of a back-to-back. They're going to Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota. They take on the Minnesota Wild, whom lost to the New York Rangers. Now, I have a feeling if the Leafs can win against the Wild, that'd be nice. But you have to tank. No, I'm not tanking. Let Boston have a pick. I don't care. I want to win, okay? Just want to win. Is that all I'm asking for? That's all I'm asking is win again. I hate this season so much. I want this season to end now.